Hello, welcome to Astronautics for Exploit. This is Dr. Ayonshola Ogundele. In-orbit servicing drivers and emerging companies, the indispensable catalyst for achieving new frontier of space services. The focus points are as follows. In-orbit servicing as a new space infrastructure, in-orbit servicing drivers and emerging companies. Humanity, passenger in the Spaceship Earth, a well-provisioned ship through which humans sail through space, as referred to in the Henry George book titled Progress and Poverty, written in 1879, is gradually digging deep into the deep space based on the advancement of space technologies. The development of various revolutionary technologies championed by the new space companies is making in-orbit servicing, assembly, and manufacturing to become emerging technology. Examples of in-orbit servicing drivers and emerging companies are Astroscale, ClearSpace, Manastu Space, Aerospacelab, Airbus, Aerospace Corporation, Thales Alenia Space, Avio, Telespazio, Starfish Space, Rogue Space Systems, and a host of others. ClearSpace is building in-orbit services to shape the future of sustainable space operations. The company is developing affordable robotics for a thriving space environment. It is also believes in reusability, where real progress hinges on sustainability and affordability fuels innovation. Aerospacelab is a new space company manufacturing and operating LEO satellites for Earth observation, telecommunications, and high-performance satellite platforms for space agencies, defense organizations, and agriculture. Its vision is to make access to space simple so that the customers can succeed on Earth. In-orbit servicing as a new space infrastructure, advancement in robotics, artificial intelligence, imaging, decision-making, sensing, and planning capabilities is drawing spacecraft manufacturers into using them in their various spacecraft design and manufacturing. The various technological advancements is helping a drive towards the more sustainable use of space, including the salvaging, reuse, and recycling of spacecraft and their materials and components. Illustration of in-orbit service strategy of Thales Alenia Space is shown in this picture. In-orbit servicing encompasses a wide variety of services and operations occupying the mainstream section of the space sector spectrum, offering refueling, exchange of active payload modules, surface repair, upgrades, and physical reconfiguration of satellites. Investment in in-orbit servicing capabilities is opening doors for new space infrastructure. Illustration of Canadarm2 supporting astronauts working in space and services instruments and other payloads attached to the International Space Station is shown in this picture. In-orbit servicing drivers and emerging companies. Examples are Astroscale, ClearSpace, Aerospacelab, Manastu Space, Airbus, Aerospace Corporation, Thales Alenia Space, Avio, Telespazio, Starfish Space, and Rogue Space Systems. Astroscale is developing missions that incorporate innovative solutions for capture and removal of environmentally critical debris, such as rocket up stages and defunct satellites, in order to create a sustainable space environment. Astroscale is working on this goal. In 2021, Astroscale launched the world's first commercial debris removal technology demonstration satellite. Astroscale's Atlas J successfully approaches space debris in this picture. Astroscale is developing missions that incorporate innovative solutions for capture and removal of environmentally critical debris. The Astroscale orbital highway strategies are end of life, active debris removal, life extension, that is service of geosatellites reaching end of life. Artist's impression of cosmic capturing is cleaned, is shown in this picture. End-of-life services provide safe, reliable, and cost-effective spacecraft retrieval solutions for satellites. Astroscale recognizes that there is an institutional market for ADR and is developing missions to identify and capture debris. The picture here shows a Astroscale craft approaching the unresponsive discarded upper stage of an H-2A rocket. ClearSpace is another in-orbit servicing merging company. It's building in-orbit service to shape the future of sustainable space operations. The company is developing affordable robotics for a thriving space environment. Artistic impression of the ClearSpace 1 servicer is shown in this picture. ClearSpace is working on ClearSpace 1, a world-first mission to remove the debris from Earth orbit. It is actively advancing its technological capabilities and strategizing on upcoming missions beyond ClearSpace 1. Artistic impression of ClearSpace Geo Life Extension mission is shown in this picture. Aerospacelab is another emerging company working on in-orbit servicing. It's a new space company manufacturing and operating LEO satellites. Environment picked Aerospacelab in order to build a second small satellite for its proposed space debris monitoring constellation. A rendering of the 60-kilogram satellite Aerospacelab is building for FIOMA is shown in this picture. Manastu Space is developing in-orbit services technologies such as life extension services and deorbiting services. The life extension services is aimed at controlling an out-of-control satellite and making it usable. The deorbiting services is aimed at using the platform used for in-space refueling to deorbit the satellite to comply with regulations and reduce debris. Illustration of Manastu Space in-orbit services is shown in this picture. Airbus is working on a number of projects, including Orion ESM, International Space Station Columbus models, and is developing technologies for in-space manufacturing and assembly. It is testing technologies to clear out space junk. The Remove Debris project is aimed at performing key active debris removal technology tests in search of the best ways to clean up space. Illustration of Remove Debris project fusion-based navigation experiment is shown in this picture. Thales Alenia Space is contributing to cutting-edge scientific research in many fields in order to develop technology that will shape human's future. The company is developing various in-orbit services technologies. The picture here shows an illustration of the in-orbit servicing demonstration. Aerospace Corporation is dedicated to delivering mission success from an enterprise perspective, supporting its government customers with continuous engagement and a unique perspective that spans across a broad range of mission areas. It is developing various technologies for on-orbit servicing, assembly, and manufacturing, using refuelers and space stocks for on-orbit manufacturing and refueling. Concept of on-orbit servicing, assembling, and manufacturing is shown in this picture. Telespazio intends to play a key role in the future of in-orbit servicing market, providing customers seeking satellite relocation, refueling, repair, or removal with the necessary space and ground-based capabilities. It is assisting satellite operators with orbit tracing, repositioning, station keeping, and the orbit. Artistic view of Cosmos SkyMed second-generation satellite is shown in this picture. Avio company is developing in-orbit services technologies and has developed Vega in-orbit service. The Vega in-orbit service has the primary mission to remove space debris and spent satellites relying on an affordable cost. Its secondary mission includes the possibility to perform servicing activities to other spacecraft so as to extend their lifetime. Vega in-orbit services concept is shown in this picture. Starfish Space provides on-orbit satellite services to defunct satellites for the purpose of orbital debris cleanup, space traffic management, and life extension of existing satellites so as to reduce the number of derelict objects in Earth orbit and cislunar space and to maximize utility of functional spacecraft. Starfish Space is building the Alto satellite servicer to autonomously perform primary missions of life extension for satellites in geo-orbit. An artistic depiction of other Starfish Space satellite servicing vehicle is shown in this picture. Rogue Space System offers a turnkey in-space testing service for customer payload. At a cadence of twice per year, Rogue can integrate payload into one of our orbital test platform satellite missions. Presently, Rogue Space Systems is developing plans to design a fleet of small in-orbit servicing spacecraft for in-space inspection, orbital relocation, mission extension, in-orbit repairs, and end-of-life disposal. Rendering of Rogue Space Systems orbital robot is shown in this picture. You've been watching and listening to the presentation on in-orbit servicing drivers and emerging companies. For more information, contact Astronautics for Exploits. In-orbit servicing drivers and emerging companies, the indispensable catalyst for achieving new frontier of space services, presented by Dr. Ayoshola Ogundele, with the focus points in-orbit servicing as a new space infrastructure and in-orbit servicing drivers and emerging companies. Thank you.